Good morning, fellas. Welcome to the third mid-season review. Today we will be looking at Tap and Can and Murder on the Dance Floor. So that's pretty much the intro. We'll just go straight into it. This is Tap and Can. They have Giampiero Raimondi as manager, who I'm guessing must be like a legendary manager. Maybe I should know about him. I don't. Sorry about that. Ruben Neves is captain, bit of a surprise choice. David Silva as vice captain. This is his team, basically, and we're going to look at average ratings first. So he's got actually a few players doing really nicely. Zidane, 7.05. I guess actually you'd probably expect at least that, probably a bit more. David Silva playing very nicely. Ruben Neves playing very well, but only with 7 games. It's a bit surprising. Hoops has been injured for like the whole season pretty much. Damaged back for 7 weeks and then damaged kneecap for 4 weeks. So he's fit now. If he can play as well as he did in those 1.5 games or whatever it was, then that'll be good news for him. And then obviously Ronaldo and Kane. So Hoops actually some good pickups here. And Ronaldo obviously is his legend pick, as his rest of the world legend pick. But then to get like Kane, Neves, and Zidane, it's pretty nice. I guess his problem is that he's got Gabriel Jesus, who's really good, but is not ever going to replace Ronaldo, Kane, or Zidane in the front three. So maybe he wasted a pick there when he could have gone and strengthened his defence, which seems to be the weak area for him. If we look at average ratings, David Luiz playing most games but 6.72, even Vertonghen 6.79. Not ideal for him. He doesn't have many other backups in that area. Himself, he can play there. I think that's about it really. Has he got any other centre-backs? He could be in trouble if he gets a few injuries, and David Luiz is actually a little bit injured, so that'll be interesting. Anyway, in terms of appearances, he's actually had quite a consistent team, a bit like Rich. Bentaleb has played 13 out of 13. Who'd have thought that? Is he really rated on this? It's pretty good. Milner's played 13 as well in centre mid. Quite surprising. And then actually, he has had a pretty solid team, pretty consistent team. And then goals, so yeah, Kane 8, Ronaldo 6, David Silva's got 4 assists, 3 assists for Neves, 3 assists for Zidane. He's doing pretty nicely, I think. He's playing a 4-3-1-2, which is doing alright. He's actually started really well, didn't he? So he went draw, win, win, win. But then since then, it has actually tailed off quite a lot, quite drastically. And he's slipped to 10th. So 1 win in the last 9 games. He has drawn the last 2. So yeah, actually, if you take away the first 4 games, Hoops would be in real trouble. He's got a Flash coming up next. So it'll be interesting to see what he can do, whether or not the start of that season is going to repeat itself. Otherwise, he could be in trouble, I think. Anyway, we'll move on to Murder on the Dance Floor, our reigning champs in FM, managed by Brian Clough, captain Yerry Mina, and vice-captain Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. In terms of average ratings, wow. His backup keeper is Tez. I know he's only played 2 and a bit games, but 5.87 rating. That's not cool. But then even Manuel Neuer, 6.8. Now goalkeepers never rated that highly in FM, but clearly he should want better from his rest of the world pick. Players that have been playing well: Gylfi Sigurdsson, 7.32. That's impressive. Beckenbauer, who's suspended. But he's doing really nicely, 7.25. Luke Shaw's only started 6, with a 7.23 rating. I think he did get a perfect 10 in that game where he scored a hat-trick. So that's probably a big reason for that 7.23. Vice-captain Aubameyang is on 7.09. And then he's got quite a few on 6.9s. Anyone really letting him down? Not really. Maybe McTominay. 10 starts. He seems to be in the starting 11, but not performing. And Mara's actually 6.75 rating, and he started 8 games. So if you can get Mahrez and McTominay, who, if I recall from the first sim, I think McTominay did really well, and Mahrez is very rated on this. So if they turn it around, maybe Sam's season can follow the same path as the first sim. In terms of goals scored, we got Aubameyang on 7, Shaw with his hat-trick, is second top goal scorer. Pukki, who has 5 starts, which is quite surprising. And then Haller and Sigurdsson. What formation is he playing? He's playing 4-4-2. Ah, Sam will love that. Solid 4-4-2. 2 banks of 4, 2 up top, which does mean that Aubameyang needs a partner in either Pukki or Haller, which I guess are being rotated. To me, you'd play 4-5-1 because then you could play Mahrez a bit further forward and perhaps Sigurdsson. Can he play further forward? Yeah, he could be perfect left mid. Anyway, who am I to doubt the legendary Brian Clough? Quick look at the season for him. Been a bit of a mixed bag, but he hasn't actually won in the last 7 games. I'm about to sneeze. Sorry, it's very unprofessional. I'm back. So he hasn't won in the last 7, but he has drawn 3 of the last 4. He started the season really nicely with 4 wins from the first 6. He's got 4-0 win over Jesus Walks. Oh yeah, that was the Luke Shaw hat-trick game. And then a big game against Ashtown. The Alliance will be tested in this one. Ashtown really struggling recently despite being top of the league. Last time, Ashtown won 3-1. We will see what happens this time. And then after that, Jesus Walks, Rainbow, Tap and Can. So that's pretty much it. Hopefully Sam won't go and start signing some more players like he did last time. That's absolutely disgraceful behaviour. It brought sort of a dampener on what was a great first sim, and it was a shame that we had to punish him so severely, but these things happen, and hopefully he won't do the same again. That's it for today, I think. We'll try and get to real live sims soon, but yeah, have a great day, fellas. See you tomorrow.